Yo, check it. You ready?
Ritz.
Welcome to another episode of They Fiction, where we talk about everything movies and we put our own spin on that shit. I
Yeah.
am AD. This is Danny Hart.
Whoop, whoop.
And where's that cheers?
Oh,
Come on, give me that.
cheers.
Yeah. Ooh, ouch. Got it.
We're further than last.
We were.
Gotta reach.
Wow. That was really good. All right. So let's get into it. We're here to discuss a movie that everyone probably already seen. If you haven't, check it out. Wonder Woman 1984. 1984. That's what it is. It's a good movie. Really good movie. I liked it. Who doesn't like Gal Gadot?
Godot.
Gadot. I like saying got it.
Gal got it.
Got it. I think it's funny.
I dig it.
All right, nice. Anyhow, what are some of your first impressions on this movie?
Oof. Well, I liked it better than the last one for sure. I don't know. I'm not really keen on DC movies right now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I thought it was good. I especially loved having Kristen Wiig in there because she's
Right.
hilarious. So that was I think that was the perfect person to pick for that role. Because
What do you think about the wardrobe?
the wardrobe.
Well, considering it's 1984, do you think it was spot on?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I liked it. That's funny you bring that up. I did like the wardrobe in that because it wasn't too extreme. You know, like when you watch something that's 80s, they go like all out and do the most extreme, iconic outfits that you always see. But with that, it was just like normal, like as if you were watching, like if you were in the 80s watching TV, and people are dressed as they should be for that time period. Like it's not overly done. It's just people wearing clothes.
Right.
And that's what it looked like. It was very like authentic. I was like, that's dope.
Yeah, it definitely looked good to me.
It was simple, but cool.
Yeah. All right. Let's do 5 positives. So one being what you already said. Wardrobe was pretty legit. Looked good. What's another positive things before we get into like some of the things that we would change? I think it's a good opportunity to get things that are positive first.
Yeah.
So one was the wardrobe. I agree on that. What's another thing that you can think of?
Wardrobe. I thought it was because I was wondering how they were going to bring Chris Pine back. I thought that was a creative way to do so. I respected it. The little wishing aspect of it.
Right.
I think while we were just talking about this, I liked, the evil character, actually.
Oh, Barbara?
Huh?
Or Maxwell?
Maxwell? Yeah.
Maxwell Lord.
I thought he was pretty dope. What else did I like? I don't know. I'm always all for the like whole, of course, I'm for the whole like girl movement of like, women leads and the fact that Wonder Woman is from someplace where it's like all women. Like I like the whole entrance of her, trying to compete with like all the older chicks and stuff and learning that lesson.
That was right because she was substantially younger than all those competitors.
Yeah, dude. And then, she cheated. She didn't win,
Well, yeah, I guess it was cheating in a sense, but
yeah.
I mean, come on now.
Right.
I mean, winning's winning where I come from.
That's right.
First of all, she didn't really throw anybody off their game. She got thrown off her game and she rebutted. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
She got creative. She missed one post.
One little poof.
Yeah, like, come on.
Right. That's another good thing.
If she hadn't missed that, she would have won.
She would have definitely won. And everyone would have been hating. Mm-hmm. I think another good thing is the chemistry between Barbara, the actor's name. What's her name?
Oh, Kristen Wiig.
Kristen Wiig. And Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
Dude, they had really good chemistry in that movie. They really did. That's something that you look for in a movie. Someone who has good chemistry.
Yeah.
And it's effortless almost.
Yeah.
It seemed like it was effortless. So that's another good. So it's like 3. For me, it was Max Lord. Max Lord was the ish in that movie. He really brought out the worst and the best in everybody.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And I'm not really sure. I know he was. I don't know. He was a likable antagonist.
Yeah, he was.
You liked him, but you didn't like him because there was moments where he was, showed or he was displayed with his son, and they were,
so it was shitty.
It was shitty. Shitty. I don't know. Anyhow, that was one, and then I don't know what's another one. I have one, but let's give it to you. What's the fifth good thing that you could think of? No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure.
No pressure. Just the only last thing.
Just the last one. I don't know. I think I like the whole, genie aspect of it. It's basically, what it was. It taking over that power and then,
yes,
having it destroy you, basically.
Bro, he almost did that cliche thing. Okay, if someone were to give you a lamp and 3 wishes, what would you wish for? I would wish for having 3 additional wishes. So he essentially did that. Yeah. He said, I wish I was what was it called? It'll be an edit. It's fine. Yeah. It was like the stone, right?
Yeah.
He wished he was that.
Oh, yeah. He wished he was the stone. So he became
that damn thing. So he could have all the
bottle.
Right. He was the damn genie.
Yeah.
And the rest was the movie.
Crazy.
Some of the things, okay, I'll be very honest with you.
Yeah.
I thought that they spent too much time on the sex appeal of Gal Gadot. They spent a lot of time on that in the wardrobe. Yeah. Just as much as I think the wardrobe was great, I also believe that it was just too much sex appeal. It was like, because you could tell.
Yeah.
Even when she went to go look for Barbara, and then she was like, very adamant about finding her in the stone. Yeah. Dude, her eyebrows even, like, they, like, emphasized it. Like, they spent, like, this crazy amount of time on her, which it's, of course, she's the star of the movie. I get that. But she also got her ass kicked a lot. So much, in fact, that I almost wanted to watch the first one again.
Oh, shit.
I would have liked to see her kick more ass from the jump and then pause once Barbara became Cheetah, right? Cheetah.
Yeah.
And then, you could have went back to the ending, but holy crap, that was one thing that I wish would have happened. She could have had a couple more fight scenes because she's badass.
Yeah. In the last one, they did amp up her being a badass and, like, with the fights and stuff. From what I remember, yeah. But you're right. I do remember thinking that too, like watching the fights. I was like, damn, she's getting her ass kicked. Maybe that's something they did on purpose to make it, you always got to make your superheroes a little vulnerable and stuff, which is why I think they add in, like, like when her and Barbara are sitting at whatever, restaurant, and they're talking and stuff, and and Barbara's talking about, like, how she's not really noticed and stuff like that and blah blah blah, and she would say, like, she can't imagine her having that problem, and she's like, oh, we're not all what we seem to be, and she's like, we all have our things and stuff, and they try to, like, humanize her and stuff, but you're right, like, they fire her up on her beauty a lot. And then, as much as I can say that I did like that part, it's also like what Barbara was saying. Like, I see that, like, oh, poor pretty girl, poor pretty girl has problems.
Right.
And, like,
poor thing.
Right. I would assume I would be like Barbara and assume the same thing. Like, you can't really have too many problems. But, when they make it like that in the movie, it's always, like, down to her cheetah shoes. Like,
which is kind of hot. Ironic how the other chick is named Cheetah. Oh, yeah,
that was intentional.
Yeah, of course. That was like they just foreshadowed that shit. Another thing that I thought could have been done differently is it was kind of weird to me that Chris Pine, that was her man, but not really. She just sees him like that. Of course, I mean, love is crazy, but that's pretty out there. Like, it was a totally different body.
Yeah.
Pretty weird.
You're like, bruh.
They didn't have to add that part. They could have done without it. They could have,
think
right?
so as
They
well.
could have. They didn't have to. I felt like they felt the need to explain, but they didn't really.
Yeah, it
people's
didn't.
brains work differently. You
Right.
know magic's magic. Obviously, there's not a real Wonder Woman
Right.
floating around, and there's also not all that stuff. So you could easily just be like, yeah, it just happened. Like, that's the wish. The wish was the wish, and it changed him to that.
Right? They didn't have to go all like ghost on it and put him in another body.
He could have just been brought back.
Yeah,
somehow.
just bring him back.
She
It
slept
doesn't
with
have to be
homie.
right.
She
It
slept
doesn't,
with him.
doesn't have to be this like spiritual thing. Like, oh, his spirit is in this person's body.
You're a lot bigger than I remember.
Right? Like, oh, that's you.
That, yeah. Where'd you learn that trick at? Pretty much.
It just came to me.
It just
I don't
came
know.
to me. Now I'm coming to you.
It came to me, and I'm coming to you.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Yeah. There's another thing too. The ending fight scene. Holy shit, dude! Am I the only one that I feel that it needed to be better. It was dark. I'm watching on a high def TV. First of all, so I know, and it was a little. I will add a good thing though. That armor was the shit.
Oh yeah, it was dope.
It was dope.
Yeah.
It was dope.
Respect.
I wanted her to do like a 360 and cut Cheetah, but she never did. That's what I think
so
we're all
cool,
waiting for.
right?
Like, just an Achilles tendon. Like, ooh, one.
Done.
Done. Like
One and
something
done.
with the armor.
Right.
The armor, I guess it helped her a little bit, kind of just defend anything. But
I know. I thought there was gonna be more to the armor.
I did
attacks.
too. I did too. I think they they played us on that.
They
and
did.
It was cool. It was shiny.
It was shiny. They got us with the shiny. Ooh, shiny.
Little 14 karat gold. Holographic. It always happens like that.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, but Barbara was cool, and also the build up to her transformation. The build up was too long. Yeah,
It was.
they should have had her. Okay, back to the fight scene. It could have been better and longer. Well, if they would have, had the build up a little bit shortened.
Yeah.
They could have had fight scenes throughout. Say, for example, something happened to where Wonder Woman and Barbara were fighting, and all of a sudden, they got broken up by a wish or something. They could have done that, and the wish threw out Barbara somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then they finally came back again because it takes time. They don't have that power, so they have to come back together and fight again. So I think something like that could have benefited the movie rather than having some crazy buildup. Because maybe who knows with the third one. I don't really follow the comic too well. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't really care. I'm not into that as much as other people. And no offense to other people. It's great if you do like that. As for me, I'm kind of more of like, I'm living the comics through the movies. I'll be honest with you. So I'm going to just tell you for face value what I think. I think that the best scene of Wonder Woman was when she was trying to find Max Lord on the road with the military tanks, which is dope. But her powers were losing right there, which is understandable. But I mean, gosh, they should have had more fight scenes. I mean, we're watching this stuff from home. God forbid I had seen that in the movie. I would have been very disappointed.
I get you. Like I said, I think they were trying to switch things up from the first one, because I felt like the first one was very much like.
You said a lot of fight scenes, right?
From what I remember,
yes, I've seen it. I remember it.
Yeah, I felt like there's a lot more fight scenes. I especially feel that way and remember for the most part, because every time there's a fucking fight scene, it's her music, and it's all like every time she's fighting, which
That
irritates the shit out of me. That they do that in every DC movie. Like they did that with Aquaman. Like every time he was fighting, they'd play like Aquaman fight music, like
Yeah.
every single time. And they did that with like Wonder Woman too. And I was like, that's so cheesy. I think maybe they were trying to get away from that, so they tried to put more story and less fighting. You know what I mean? Like maybe they were just trying to like switch shit up. But it like, you're right. There was a lot of very slow build up. Like the pacing of the movie isn't great. And it like, even when I was watching it, I was like, ugh. Like when they would like do the like little montage of like, what is it, Steve trying on different like clothes and stuff. I was like, why is this a thing? I was like, why is this important?
Exactly. Those
I was
little
like,
tiny.
this is killing time. Like,
Yes.
you couldn't think of anything else to put in this movie.
Yes.
Like, so many little scenes like that where I'm like, this isn't important. This has nothing to do with anything else. Like they really just couldn't think of anything else. Like, the pacing sucks in this movie.
I think what it is those little things in the comics that it's similar to comics. In comics, they have little parts that really don't fucking matter. It just they try to humanize the character a little bit more, I guess you would say, to add. But like I said, I think that movies lost some edginess. I feel we want action. We want drama too, but we don't want those little things. Those little things could be here and there, but it doesn't have to be like that. Like you said, no one cares what he's trying on. It doesn't matter. We want to see other stuff. And I feel that, the powers that be are kind of just downplaying shit to kill time because they lost a sense of creativity. And they're like, we'll accept that. They'll fill in a few seconds because it has to be a certain, length of time for a movie.
Yeah.
A standard movie's got to be a certain length of time or ballpark,
Yeah.
Ballpark, hour and a half, 2 hours. There's longer movies, which are really good.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I think that's that. So my favorite character was Max Lord in this movie. I think that was the highlight of the movie. I'm pretty sure if we were there directing that shit, it would have been a lot crazier, it would have been a lot better. It would have been like Wonder Woman hand around Cheetah's neck at one point, like, stop,
Snap.
stop, I said good day. Pretty much it should have been something like that. She's a softie. Wonder Woman fights for a cause. But I mean, that would be awesome. That would be dark. It would be different. Dude. It would like what were we talking about? This is a spin-off. Sorry guys. But Batman Beyond. We want to see that shit. We want to see Batman Beyond.
That was so good.
And guess who would be perfect for it? The person Robert Pattinson.
Pattinson.
He would be Pattinson, excuse me. He would be great for that as an additional movie aside from the new one that he's doing right now. That would be dope. He's thin, so was Batman Beyond. Remember that? He was more of a thinner Batman.
Yeah.
And if I can remember correctly, he was more of like a younger Batman.
Yeah.
Maybe,
oh yeah.
Right?
For sure.
Maybe they have that in the works.
He was like in college and shit.
Right. Yeah. So we would love to see that. And if you're, is that Warner Brothers?
Yeah.
If you're listening, Warner Brothers, we have tons of ideas for that shit.
Oh yeah.
Tons. We'll make you a lot of money. Hit us up. They Fiction. But yes, I think he would be perfect for that, and I think that's where the edginess can come back.
Oh yeah, dude.
There's also they had a Death of Superman, right? It was the last one, right? But it wasn't entirely the Death of Superman. No, I used to have the comic book.
Yeah.
At one point, I had a whole box full of comics, and at one point, I remember the comics being really dark.
Yeah.
They're not so dark now. Is it what? Because doesn't Disney own this?
Disney doesn't own DC. Disney owns like Fox and Marvel.
You're right. Wonder Woman is DC.
Yeah, Wonder Woman is DC.
Got you.
I think you know, I loved, like, what was it? Batman, like was it Dark Knight Rises, blah,
Yes.
blah, blah. Those were good. Those were dark. Those were edgy. That was more real. Like, I loved those. And then, you know, we switched into this whole new Superman, new Batman, and then Wonder Woman, and then Aquaman thing. And it's all very cheesy. And I think it's because they're trying to compete with Marvel, and they're trying to make it more lighthearted like Marvel is. But Marvel, I don't know, dude, they have good writers, their shit's funny, and they have really good actors
They're
to
good.
pull that off, you know. But
Yes.
like, I like the darker stuff. Like, I liked the, you know, I don't think it's technically DC, it was a branch off. You know, whoever, you know, who was making the Joker movie was dark. I loved it. A lot of people thought it was weird and blah, blah, blah.
You're talking
I get
about,
that with Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, like, that was
Awesome.
so good.
So good.
Dude.
That was what we're talking about. The edginess,
Yeah,
dude.
that was so edgy.
Ballsy.
It was so good. I was like, that's
Yes.
totally Joker. Like, if Joker were in a real, you know, setting,
right.
yeah, like, this is what he would be like, you know, take away falling into a vat of acid. You know, it's a dude with mental issues, and he laughs a lot, and he's just completely mentally distorted, can't really figure out what's reality, and, you know.
Do you hear that plane?
Yeah, huh?
Sorry, everybody. We have a window open because it's hot.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
But
we had
there's
that
like
open.
a plane. No, go ahead. But you're
Oh,
right.
no,
he
but yeah,
he
it was
has
just
mental,
good.
you know,
Yeah.
but also it was almost like he had this charisma about him that he was just a likable dude.
Yeah.
You know, he had that chick. Or wait, wasn't it like imagination, or did he have
Yeah.
that chick? It was, huh?
He imagined
He
it.
imagined it. But even in his dreams, he got it.
Right?
What?
And it took us a while to figure out, you
Oh,
know.
Yeah, another spoiler, but we don't care.
Oh, well, if you haven't
'Cause
seen it by
are
now,
slipping.
you're
Yeah,
fired.
yeah. You're so fired and unhireable.
Right.
We can't even with you.
Can't.
But hey, back to Wonder Woman.
Oh, yeah.
Overall, I think it was a solid 7 for me.
Yeah, I could see that.
7? Would you
6,
give it?
7.
6
and a half.
6.5, 7. Right?
Yeah.
So there's no twist bump for this movie for us. Which, if everybody does not know, if you guys don't know, a twist bump is a perfect 10.
Ooh,
It's a perfect 10 because 5 and 5.
that's right.
That's a perfect 10. We
Logic.
give it 6.5 or 7. Now the third one, we would like to see a lot more action, please. DC, please do that. A lot more action.
Man.
We want action from the get-go. What's
Yeah.
the last movie that you've seen was action from almost start to finish? I mean, yeah, it's not going to always be that, but it's going to be pretty close. Excuse me.
Guys, ooh. What was it? There's.
Springtime right there.
Oh, yeah. I'm
It's
already
spring.
feeling
That
it.
window's open.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a sneezing. It's the sneezing season.
That's right. I can't.
You can just follow
I
me.
can't.
I want you to though.
Just follow me,
Just don't be a doobie.
Be a doobie.
You remember that? Was that Joe Pesci? I think it was Lethal Weapon. No, I think it was Mel Gibson
Was
from
it?
Lethal Weapon. I don't know who fucking can really say. It was somebody from there though. I know it was Lethal Weapon. Holy shit! If you guys are enjoying this is what Day Fiction is. We're talking how we want to see movies, or how we would have liked to have contributed, and stuff we don't like, because we're not gonna lie to you.
Right.
Why would we lie to you? Because you're probably thinking a lot of the same shit.
Yeah.
People are. People know.
People know.
They know. All right, so let's talk a little bit more positively on this movie. Yeah, I know I said it's not worth as much, but we're not gonna do them like that. We're not
Can't do 'em like that.
not WD. DC. We're not gonna do DC like that. It was good. It
was.
We said it was
For
a
what
7.
it is,
A 7
it's
is a
good.
7. 6,
Yeah.
7. It's not a 4. It's not a
Yeah.
3. It's not too bad. Go watch it. Check it out.
Yeah.
Gal Gadot.
Gal got it.
What is it? Got it. Gal got it.
Let's just go with
Dude,
that.
I'm gonna just say that.
Gal got it.
I don't give a ass of a rat. No.
I think it's best that way.
Yeah.
Gal got it.
Gal got it. Cause she really does.
She does.
She's fine. Those legs don't quit. Her eyebrows are just like
Her eyebrows also don't quit.
they're like a mile each. They're just like, dude, they are. They're so long.
They are.
But she's pretty.
She
Her,
is.
we said her face is very proportionate.
Very symmetrical.
Dude, so symmetrical. So symmetrical.
So symmetrical.
They're symmetrical so hard. All over her face. Everywhere.
No. No.
It is. There's so much symmetry going on.
You're right.
Just like anyhow, I'll get off her
Get off her
get
face.
off her wave. Whoa.
Bruh, you said symmetrical so hard. That's why I was like, Adrian, no.
Okay. Well,
That's subtle.
she
Subtle,
is
subtle.
good.
Okay.
I like her. I'm a Chris Pine fan. I am.
Okay.
I do. And I think my favorite part of the whole movie, there's two. It was when he was talking about the air, how you have to learn it and kind of like go with, pretty much in a nutshell, go with the flow.
Right.
That's what he was saying. Go with the flow. And then she went up because she always, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not a huge comic book like fanatic, but I remember from what I remember in comic books that I've read where she was in, she could fly.
Yeah.
She was always up in the air like that.
Yeah.
It was a sort of flying. She never like,
Yeah.
it was constant. Like it was pretty prevalent about how she learned how to fly in the movie, which is dope. But my favorite part when she was like in the air, she was so pissed and she jumped up, and then she started hearing Chris Pine's voice. Her boyfriend, what was his name?
Steve.
Steve. She kept
This makes me
hearing
think of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
right or
Steve.
Steve. She, he was telling her like how to fill out the air and everything, and I'm a little softy for like those type of little parts, and I'm like, oh, that's cool, It was pretty dope. So that was my favorite part, and I like Chris Pine. I liked him in Star Trek. I'm a big Trekkie.
True.
So he was cool in that movie. Also like I said, Max Lord was dope. The Barbara was cool. I just didn't think when she turned into that cheetah character it was all that grand.
Yeah. I don't like you anymore.
It was a half bag of chips.
Yeah.
It was all that in half bag.
Yeah, I feel it. I thought she was gonna, make it turn around, but
So her personally, her character was cool. Just when she, the cheetah part.
yeah.
I wasn't convinced that, I was gonna be entertained for that part. I was like, oh well. She seemed aggressive,
Yeah.
It wasn't just enough. I think. Well, it is what it is. So
I get you.
those are good parts, and I think they did a really good job with like the people in the background. What are they called?
With the extras.
Are
we talking about extras? I said extras.
Yeah, I know that. I had to
You got
continue.
stuck.
I had to continue.
Gotcha.
They did a good job because there was so many in there.
There.
Dude, there was a lot, and I was like honing in on that. I was like, oh, okay. You remember that?
Yeah,
there was a lot of
there
extras,
was.
and it almost seemed like they took up the majority of the movie. It was so extra with the extras.
You're right.
Yeah,
They were the biggest part. They were the distraction
pretty much. Dude,
for the slow
there was
progression.
a lot of extras. So they, shit, just should have put more money into effects on that shit. Could have had like cardboard cutouts. No, I was kidding. Overall, a solid 7 is better than a 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, and you gave it a 6.5. We're gonna do it at that. We're gonna leave it at that. We're gonna conclude this podcast and a couple other things. We would like to know what the viewers are thinking about this, what they thought about the movie. How about what they would have liked to see? I want to know. I want to know what the thoughts of people. I want to know if they have similar thoughts to what we have.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
You know, I want to get people involved in this. Like I said, we're paying money for this. You paid $20, or you pay for a subscription.
Mm-hmm.
I paid $20. You know, I'm
Yeah.
sure any one of the viewers that are watching this right now at least paid that or something along that line.
Yeah.
That's like $60.
Yeah, dude.
We have the right to say shit.
Yeah, we
You know,
do.
we do. We do.
We do.
And I think that should be a thing. Like, people should speak up, and we want to. I'm tired of people showing us what they think that I want to see. I
Yeah.
want to let them know what I want to see.
Right.
Right?
Like, this is not it.
This is not it. Or that's a move. Let's do that. Anyways,
Feel it.
I guess this will conclude our podcast for Wonder Woman. If you like what you've seen, you can drop a comment. You could, subscribe if you want to. Throw us a bone. Whatever. We ain't looking for it. We're just here trying to have a good time. Talk to everybody. Keep it real. Show
That's
a couple
right.
of those.
Got it.
That's
That's
what we
perfect.
wanted. Yes.
First
take. Yeah, subscribe to that shit. Comment on that. We want to hear you guys. We want to know what you think.
Yes.
Let us know what we can do next. What movie would you want us to talk about? We want to know that.
Ooh.
That's what's going to keep us going.
Yeah.
And also, we want to do more shout outs. If there's any local businesses within the Riverside, California area, hit us up. Send us a comment or a message, and we will reply, and we'll try to do our best. And I hate this word, but our due diligence to hit you guys up and support, because we're all about local community. So
Yeah,
at
support
that-
small businesses.
right. At that, I am AD. This is Danny Hart,
That's right.
and we are signing off.